So today, guys, we're going to get back and finish up on wild things, and we're going to read the wild things. We're going to act out the wild things. But first of all, like always, we got to get up and do a little dance. So get your mask. Get your mask ready, or your costumes, or whichever one you want. I'm going to make Sophie wear this one. Come on, Sophie. Everybody get up, get up. We gotta get up and moving. There's Sophie with her mask on today. Right. All right, everybody get up.
I just need you to get real loose.
Gotta get loose.
Get comfortable. Grab your loved ones.
Grab your loved ones.
I'll grab your love partner. If you're by yourself, no worries. Just follow after me.
Put your hands up.
Grab a sweetheart and spin out with a little hold down and get it. Take it to the left now and dip with it. Don't throw down. Take a sip with it. Now lean back. Put your hips. Let's have fun. To the left, to the left.
To the left.
To the right.
To the right.
Now take your left hand and put it on your side. Don't roll your shoulders. Do the slip and slide. This next part's my favorite part.
Here we go. All right, that's good. You get good loosen up. So now we're going to kind of use your imagination a little bit. This time, what I want you to do is I want you to see if you can dance in slow motion. Okay? So dance in slow motion. Here we go.
Grab a sweetheart and spin out with a little hold down and get it. Take it to the left now and dip with it. Don't throw down. Take a sip with it. Now lean back. Put your hips. Just simply slide to the left, slide to the right.
Okay, that's good. Good job. Good slow motion dance. All right, so this time what we're going to do is everybody back up a little bit. So back away from your camera a little bit. Back up. All right, so this time I want you, when the music starts, back up from your camera. And so when the music starts, I want you to walk toward the camera, but I want you to walk like there's lots and lots of wind blowing in your face. So use your imagination and walk like there's lots and lots of wind blowing in your face.
Have a good time. Slide to the left, slide to the right. Do the butterfly. Have a good time. Round, 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 round you go. It's time to show out right now.
Okay, that was pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay, this time back away from the camera again. Back up, back up, back up. Back away from the camera. All right, this time I want you to use your imagination, and I want you to pretend the floor is covered with sticky glue or honey, and you can't hardly move in it. And you got to pry your legs off of the ground when you move forward. All right, that's good. That's good. We're gonna back up again. Back up, back up, back up again, back up again. All right, so this time you're gonna walk toward the camera, but this time it's like you're walking in hot sand and you're barefooted and you're at the beach. You guys we talked about yesterday being at the beach, and when you go in the ocean and you walk on the hot sand. So imagine you're barefooted and you're walking in the hot sand.
Take it down now. Take it down now. Take it down now. Take it down now. Bring it up now. Bring it up now. Bring it up now. Bring it up now. Take it down.
All right, that was pretty good. All right, so for the last one, I want you to do your best. It's the last time we do the Wild Thing dance. So do your best. You got your Wild Thing mask on. You got your Wild Thing costumes on. Now do your best Wild Thing dance. Somebody's going to wear that. I'm going to hold up this. All right. Ready to do our best Wild Thing dance.
Cross. Bring it up now, Chris. Cross.
Do a crazy dance.
Right here. Just do the two-step. Cowboy, grab a sweetheart and spin out with a little hold down and give it. Take it to the left now, and then when it don't roll down, take a sip, pour it out, lean back.
Woo! Good job, everybody. Good job. That was some good Wild Thing dancing. All right. All right, so we've been talking about where the wild things are all week long. You guys have made some really cool masks. This is the book that we've been looking at all week, Where the Wild Things Are. Everybody see the book?
I can't see it.
All right, and you guys all got a copy of this book, all right? So go along with it. And this is one of my very, very favorite books. Yep, I love the book, and you guys all have it. It's okay if you got your copy there with you, great. If you don't, that's fine too, because I've got my own copy, and we're going to talk about that. Good job, Jensen. So, first of all, you got your Wild Thing costumes on. Now, Ava, you said you are Moana, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, why is Moana going in the Wild Thing forest? You going on an adventure?
Good.
To find
All right,
out.
and Leighton, how about your dragon costume? Is your dragon one of the wild things that live in the forest?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. And then we already know that Caroline, she has her Wild Thing scientist outfit on because she's going to go do some experiments and learn all about the wild things. So I'm going to change my screen to screen sharing so you guys can see the whole story. Give me just a second. There you go. Let's give you. Open up
Supposed to be
everything.
doing that.
You guys still see me fine?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You guys see the picture?
Mhm.
All right, so where the wild things are. So the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna act it out in a minute, but I want to talk a little bit about some of these different lines in the story. So let's kind of get started and look at some of these things. The night that Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind or another. Now, somebody tell me what's some mischief that Max can do? What's something you might do? Caroline, what's some mischief you might make around your house?
Break stuff.
Break stuff. Yeah, that would be bad. How about anybody else? What's some mischief can you make? I gotta pull my glasses. What's some mischief that you can make around the house? What's some other bad things you could do to get in trouble? You get in trouble if you break stuff. Get in trouble if you would you get in trouble if you yelled and screamed in your house? Yeah, you were too loud. Yeah. Let's see what Max did. Max built a tent, but what's Max doing wrong here? Look at him. What's he doing, Caroline?
He's using a hammer.
He's using a hammer and he's driving a nail into the wall. And another. What's Max doing now? Yep.
Getting his dog away.
Yeah, he's chasing his dog and looks like he's got a fork and he's chasing his dog around. Anybody ever chase your dog around? Yeah, it's not.
I love my dog.
Yeah, that wouldn't be nice at all.
I love my dog.
Oh, Jensen chases baby. Jensen chases baby.
All right, so his mother called him a wild thing, and Max said, "I'll eat you up." So he went. So he was sent to his bed without eating anything. So why was Max sent to his bed without eating anything?
Because he said, "I'll eat you up," and he got in trouble.
Yeah, he talked back to his mommy, and that was not very nice at all. He said, "I'll eat you up." And so he was sent to his bed. Has anybody ever been sent to bed without supper? Oh, no. Yeah, hope not. Hope not, because you guys are all good kids. All right, so there's Max in his bedroom. That very night in Max's room, a forest grew. But what do we see now? What do we see first?
Trees.
Yeah, we see the trees and grew. What do you see now? What
More
else do we see?
trees,
Yeah, we see trees, and we see what's on the
grass,
ground. Yeah, we see
grass,
grass. Yeah,
and
and
bushes.
grew until the ceiling hung with vines, and the walls became the world around him. Oh, look at that. Well, what would you guys do if all of a sudden you started growing trees in your room? Caroline, what would you do?
Have fun with the trees.
You'd have fun with the trees. Would you guys go out exploring if there was something like that happen? Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody? Yeah. So yeah, that would be kind of crazy. And an ocean tumbled by with a private boat, and so Max sailed off into the night and day. Look at Max in his boat. How many people have ever been in a boat before? Raise your hand if you've ever been in a boat.
Oh,
All right. So a couple of you have been in a boat. So you can have a pretend boat if you've never been on a boat. We talked about yesterday some things that we may have been in the boat. Some of you go to the lake and you're in the water. And in and out of weeks and almost to a year to where the wild things are. All right, so there's Max, he's sailing in. All right, and then he came to the place where the wild things are, and they roared their terrible roars. Somebody give me your best terrible roar. Let's see it. See it roar. Good. All right, they rolled their terrible eyes. Everybody get close to the camera. Roll your eyes. Can you roll your eyes around? They showed their terrible claws. Get your claws up to the camera. Till Max said, "Be still." And he tamed them with a magic trick of staring into their yellow eyes without blinking once. And they were frightened and called him the best wild thing of all. All right, so everybody try to stare into the camera. Find the camera, stare in it, and don't blink. That's what Max did. He stared into their eyes, and he did the magic trick, and they were all tame. And they made him king of all wild things. What kinds of things does a king have to have? What does he have to have, Caroline?
A throne.
He has to have a throne. Yeah, what else does a king have to have? Layton, what do you have to have if you're a king or a queen?
A crown.
A crown, yeah. And Max has his crown, and he has his throne, and so he's king. And look at the wild things. They're bowing down to him. And now, cried Max, let the wild rumpus start. So yesterday we read a story called Dinosaur Rumpus. So what's a rumpus? You might know what a rumpus is. What's a rumpus? Ava, what's a rumpus?
A
Ava, what's
party.
a party, yeah. So like yesterday we read Dinosaur Rumpus, and they had a big party where they danced and they had a good time and they swung around on vines and everything else. So the reason I chose that story is because it's a rumpus, it's a big party. Well, that's what they had in where the wild things are. So they danced around, see them dancing and jumping up and down. And then they swung from the trees, see them swinging around. And then Max went on a piggyback ride and they had a big dance. And then Max said, "Now stop." And he sent the wild things off to bed without their supper. Well, that's not very nice, is it? And Max, the king of all wild things, was lonely, and he wanted to be where someone loved him best of all. Where do you think Max wanted to be?
Back in his room.
Yeah, back in his room. Yeah, why was he not happy with the wild things? Why was he not happy being with them? Did he miss? Yeah, Ava, what did he miss?
Because he doesn't have his dog or his mom or his dad.
That's right. He doesn't have his dog or his mama, and he was very, very lonely. And even though he had a lot of fun with the wild things, well, we got to have our home and our bed and our dog and our parents.
And food.
And food, yeah, and that's the next line. Then all around from all across the world, he smelled good things to eat. Remember yesterday when we worked on our smell and we talked about what things smell like? You guys ever smelled like really when your mom or your dad is cooking, or grandma or somebody like that, they're cooking good food? Oh, it smells so good. And you're like, "Oh, what's for dinner?" And you run downstairs. What's your favorite food, guys? What's your favorite food? Caroline, what's your favorite food?
Sweet potatoes.
Sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes smell really sweet, right? Ava, what's your favorite food?
Pizza.
Pizza. Oh, I love the smell of pizza. I love to go to Pizza Hut and you walk in and you're like, oh, it smells so good. Leighton, what's your favorite food?
Pizza too.
Pizza, yeah, pizza. Jensen, how about you? What's your favorite food?
My favorite food is macaroni and cheese.
Oh, macaroni and cheese.
Jensen, I thought your favorite food was chicken nuggets.
Maybe he likes chicken nuggets and macaroni and cheese together.
I know what mine is.
What's yours?
When Mommy makes lo mein.
Oh, you love little Chinese food.
And Daddy's steak.
Oh, and Daddy's steak. Oh, yeah, that's my kids. My son really likes Daddy's steak. He likes my steaks. All right. So he gave up being wild things, but the wild things cried, "Oh, please don't go. We'll eat you up. We love you so." Well, that's the same thing Max said. He said, "I'll eat you up." And Max said no. And the wild things roared their terrible roars. Give me your roar. They gnashed their terrible teeth. They rolled their terrible eyes. They showed their terrible claws. And Max stepped into his private boat and he waved goodbye. And he sailed back over a year, in and out of weeks and through a day. There's Max on his boat. And into the night, into his very room, where he found his supper waiting for him. Well, there's Max. He's taking off his wolf suit. And it was still hot. All right, so that was just reading so we could talk about it a little bit. Now it's time to act it out. In order to act it out, we have got to get up. I'm going to reset this thing here for us. There it comes again. All right, so we get up. If you want to wear your mask, you can wear your mask. If you don't have to, or you can wear a Max mask and wear your costume or whatever. But everybody's ready with their costumes, and they're ready to act out where the wild things are. All right. Sophie's going to come here and help me.
Okay.
Okay, so the night that Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind. All right, so everybody give me some wolf ears. Give me some wolf ears. All right, and made mischief of one kind or another. So we're making mischief. We're running around all over the place. Woo! We're not going to break anything, but that's what we were pretending. We were breaking things, woo, woo, but we're just going to pretend. We're not really going to do it. All right, there's Matt. We got our hammer. We're building our tent. And another. We're chasing the dog. So he's going to be a dog.
No.
And his mother called him a wild thing. Everybody point at the camera and go, "Wild thing."
Wow, thing.
And Max said, "I'll eat you up." So everybody get your claws. "I'll eat you up."
I'll eat you up.
And he was sent to bed without eating anything. So Max is sad. He's mad. Everybody kind of get your sad and mad face on.
Wait.
And that very night in Max's room, a forest grew. All right, so everybody, we're going to be trees. Everybody get down. Get down. All right, a forest grew. We're going to act like trees. We're going to grow. Get your arms. Extend your arms. Then you're going to stand up. You're going to grow. You're going to grow. Here's our trees. And grew. Everybody look really, really big. Get as big as you can. Big as you can. There's the big trees. And grew until his ceiling hung with vines and the walls became the world around him. Oh, everybody look at the world around you. Imagine there's a forest right now in your house. There's a forest. Oh, the lamp over there. The lamp, that's a tree. And the ceiling fan. Oh, the ceiling fan. There's the vines. Oh my goodness, and there's vines everywhere. And I hear What are some sounds I might hear in the forest? What do I hear? You guys just tell me.
Birds.
Yeah, birds. I hear birds.
A monkey.
Yeah, a monkey and birds and a wolf maybe. Yeah, frogs. So there's Max going off into the forest.
Crickets.
Crickets, yeah. And Ocean Tunnel was a private boat for Max, and he sailed off through the night. All right, so everybody, let's get in our boat. You guys can get, if you've got a couch, if you got your couch, you can get your couch or your bed, or you can just get on the floor if you want to, like we are. All right, and we're in our boat. We're rowing our boat. Row your boat. And we sailed off into the night. There's Max and his boat. In and out of weeks and almost over a year to where the wild things are. All right, guys, we get ready to be our wild things. And there's Max sailing in. And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars. Everybody big! They gnashed their terrible teeth. Everybody, let's see the teeth. They rolled their terrible eyes. See your eyes. Roll your eyes all around. And they showed their terrible claws. And Max said, be still. Everybody look at the camera, point. Be still.
Be still.
Say it. Be still.
Be still. Be still. Be still.
And he tamed them with a magic trick of staring into their yellow eyes without blinking once. Everybody stare. Get your stare on. And they were frightened. Everybody frightened. And they called him the most wild thing of all and made him king of all wild things. Everybody bow to the king. And now, cried Max, let the wild rumpus start. All right, guys, if you got your wild things mask, if you got your costumes, whatever you have, it's time for the wild rumpus to start. All right, so we're gonna do a little dancing. Dancing like the wild things. We're gonna do a little jumping. We're gonna do some swinging. Some more swinging. We're gonna do some marching. We're gonna do some more dancing. Now stop. Everybody look at the camera and say, now stop.
Stop.
Max said, and he sent the wild things off to their bed without their supper. And Max, the king of all wild things, was lonely. All right, all the wild things are sleeping. And he wanted to be where someone loved him best of all. Then all around the world, from across the world, he smelled good things to eat. Preston's cooking, so we smell good things to eat here at our house. So he gave up being king of the wild things. But the wild things cried, oh, please don't go. We eat you up. We love you so. Everybody say, please don't go. Oh, please don't go. We'll eat you up. We love you so. We love you so.
We love you so.
And Max said, no.
No.
All right. Then wild things roared their terrible roars. Let's see your roar.
Wow.
And they gnashed their terrible teeth. And they rolled their terrible eyes. And they showed their terrible claws. But Max stepped into his private boat and he waved goodbye. Everybody wave goodbye. And he sailed back over a year, and in and out of weeks, and through a day. There's Max, he's sailing along. To the very night of his very own room, where he found his supper waiting for him. There's Max, he's coming in. He's tired, right, big yawn. Ooh, he's hungry. And it was still hot. The end. Guys, you did great with that. That was some great wow things. I love the costumes today. Get out of screen sharing. There we go. So I loved your costumes. Gotta make my, I don't know what happened to our screen. It went away. And everybody had some great masks. I thought the Wild Thing mask, I loved our dragons and our scientists and our Moana all going on a journey where the wild things are. So you guys did great. Oh, there's Henry. Henry, where'd you come from? Henry, did you get a chance to act out where the wild things are with us? I didn't see you come in.
Some of them.
Some of it, okay. Did you see everybody's mask, Henry? Everybody did a good job. If you get time, you make a mask, and you can send us pictures of that to our website.
I made one. I just didn't. I just couldn't find it today.
Oh, you couldn't find it. All right. Well, that's okay. What you got in your hand, Henry? What is that? What you holding on to there?
A playroom.
A broom? Have you been cleaning up?
No.
You've been doing some cleaning. All right. So you guys. Oh, there's Henry again. So you guys did a really good job, and thank you guys for being in theater class this year. I missed seeing you in person, and I hope next year you guys all come back to arts camp so I can see you in person. And we can all have a lot of fun, and we'll have we'll have a brand new theme next year, and we'll have brand new games and brand new stuff all around. In the meantime, guys, be safe and enjoy your classes tomorrow. You've got one class with Mr. Derek, music. You've got one class with Miss Mary in the morning for dance. But you guys did awesome with your costumes. You did awesome with your dancing, and I hope you had fun taking on a journey with us where the wild things are. If you didn't make your mask yet, and a couple of you haven't had time yet, then you still can. You got your YouTube video, so you can make those masks. And if you can have your mom send us some pictures of your masks so we can see those, and your pictures of your costumes and everything, so you can send those to our website so we can see how cool you are with your mask and your costumes. But thank you guys for being really good students this year. You guys did awesome, and I'm super proud of you, and I'm gonna miss seeing you guys. So this is Mr. Wes and Miss Sophie.
Bye.
Bye everybody. Bye. Be safe. Have a good rest of the summer. I'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.